friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. It is the final weekend of year 4 of the regular season of the Franchise Stars Baseball League, and we come to you live from Crosley Field in Cincinnati, where the Reds try to play spoiler against the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs looking to clinch their first division title and their first playoff berth in the 4-year history of the FSBL. They will face Bucky Walters. Walters 9-13, a 4.12 ERA for the Reds. The Reds hung in this jam-packed NL Central, frankly packed with mediocrity, until late August, and then the Reds just went in the tank over the last, just in mid-August, the last 6 weeks of the season. The Reds just went completely south and ended up out of contention. They see 66-94. They have collapsed too. They have played miserable baseball for the last 6 weeks. Bucky Walters' first pitch to Bill Lang, leading things off for the Cubs, misses outside. Lang batting .297. He fouls that one off. It's 1-1. Nathaniel, SGJ, Jamie, good to see you, friends. How you guys doing? I hope you've had a wonderful Memorial Day. That shot looped down the right field line. That's slicing. And it's foul. It is a cloudy, hazy, overcast day here at Crosley. Cubs' magic number is 1. Cardinals trail them by 2 games. A Cubs win or a Cardinals loss clinch the division for Chicago. Cardinals playing the 3rd game of their 4-game set against the Phillies, and that one should be a good one. Jim Bunning and Bob Gibson will have updates on that game throughout the course of things here. But figuring that the Cubs would have a chance to clinch with a win here, figured we would do the Cubs game here on the last Saturday of the season. Your Cubs lineup: Lang, Cavaretta, and Hack, Nicholson, Santo, and Ian Happ, Baez, Hartnett, and Bill Dallin. The Cubs 11th in the National League in batting average this season. I'm glad to hear that, Nathaniel. I worked, but I was home, thrilled, had dinner with my lovely wife. Got to work from home today, and I get lots of extra money for doing that, so why not? Here's Phil Cavaretta. Cavaretta batting .265. Walters misses down low. The count goes to 2-0. Oxen 5. Fastball misses up and away. 3-0. Stan Hack waits in the on-deck circle. Walters rocks, fires. It's ball right down the middle. Cavaretta taking all the way. Jim Bunning going for his 20th victory of the season in that Phillies Cardinals game. Fouled off. By Cavaretta, the count goes to 3-2. That one at the knee, strike 3 called. Cavaretta has some words with the home plate umpire, but Walters gets him looking. That's Bucky's first strikeout. There's 2 away. Calling players by their first name, channeling our good friend Dwayne Martins. Everybody is Dwayne's friend. Dwayne's always a good listen. Here's Stan Hack. Hack batting .294. Sinker misses down low. 15 homers, a career high for Hack. 66 RBIs. He's been able to just worry about hitting over the past couple of years as Ron Santo, superior defender, gets third base duties. Walters fires off a knuckleball there that Hack dribbles foul. One and one, the count. Walters delivers. Hack skies it to left, ranging over. Put away And the side is retired. Ken Griffey Sr. rings that ball in. So the Cubs go down in the first. The Reds will come up. Otis, Rose, and McCormick. We're scoreless here at Crosley. And Nathaniel knows Dwayne is a class act. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dwayne is good people. So here's Jenkins, 12 and 13 on the year. A very solid, if unspectacular, 3.53 earned run average. The whip below 1.2. Jenkins hasn't gotten a ton of run support during the course of the year. He'll start off facing Amos Otis. Otis batting .266, 15 homers, 57 RBIs. Came over near the trade deadline from the Kansas City Royals. Fastball from Jenkins misses outside. Again, this National League Central has been a very mediocre division all season long. Know the count. Fastball misses up. Jenkins perhaps a little amped up here. Looking to pitch the Cubs into their first postseason. Fastball misses up and away. Pete Rose waits on deck. Hartnett sets the sign. Jenkins. Otis swinging 3-0. Why not? The Red season is over. Smacks it down to Cavaretta, who flips to Jenkins for out number 1. Your Reds lineup, Otis, Rose, and McCormick. Foster, Griffey, and Goodman. Lombardi, Concepcion, and Bid McPhee. The Reds, 13th in runs scored in the National League. The Reds pitching has actually been okay. Their offense has been their weakness. Here's Rose. Rose batting .294. Fastball on the outside corner. 16 homers, 62 RBIs. Rose powered up a little bit this year after hitting 8 homers a year ago. Average down below 300, but he laces this one into that gap. That's going to be extra bases. That's a one-hopper. It hops over the wall into the seats. It's a ground rule double for Pete Rose, his 26th double of the season. And the Reds have a runner in scoring position. So here's Frank McCormick. McCormick's had a nice year, batting .280.
The first baseman, Frank.
Fastball misses inside. 25 homers, 70 runs batted in. McCormick is taking a bulk of the playing time from Sean Casey. Reds hoping their offense will get a boost next year when rookie Tony Perez figures to break camp with the big club. That ball is skied. Happ tracks it down, throw in the third. Rose doesn't try to tag on him, although he would have been able to make it with the throw offline. So 2 away, Rose still on second. Here's George Foster, .236. 26 homers, 70 runs batted in. Jenkins delivers. Fastball misses down low. Things still up for grabs are largely National League based. The only situation in the American League that is unclear is who will host the wild card game. The Red Sox have dropped 8 of 10, fallen to a tie with the Tigers over these last 2 games of the season. So we'll see who hosts that wild card game as we head to the top of the second of a scoreless game here. Bill Nicholson, rookie, 39 homers, only 80 RBIs, which gives you an idea of how the Cubs offense has been very up and down. And it's not a great RBI total given the 39 homers, 238 average. So the Red Sox will play the Tigers, just a matter of where that wild card game will be. The A's have clinched the top seed in the American League, so they will face whoever wins that wild card game, and the Yankees and Twins have a date in the American League Division Series. The Twins chasing down the Tigers in mid-September to win the AL Central. On the National League side of the docket, the Phillies have home field advantage throughout the National League side. Giants have clinched with their NL West. victory. Central winner, as we mentioned, the Cubs. If the Cubs win this game, the Cubs will have clinched the National League Central Division title. Nicholson skies this one to left. Griffey has plenty of room, though. Puts it away for out number 1. All the Central teams have been eliminated from the wild card race. So it's really just a matter of if the Cubs can win one of these last 2 or the Cardinals lose one of their last 2 in Philadelphia. Here's Ron Santo, 265, 24 homers, 79 RBIs. Santo has got his numbers up to respectability. He had a very hard start to this sophomore campaign. Swinging a much better bat late in the season. Slider from Walters misses away. The Braves currently hold the top wild card spot. They're 2 games up on the Mets and the Dodgers. The Mets and Dodgers are tied for the second wild card position. We still have a potential game 163 looming in the National League. Shattered bat there. That one is grounded foul. McCormick has to get out of the way of the flying barrel. Santo has to get new lumber. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. The count goes to 2-2. Walters delivers. Ground ball to third. Picked nicely by Rose. Rose over to first. There's 2 away.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 8.
So now I'll bring up the switch hitter Ian Happ. Solid season for Happ. 273, 13 homers, 39 RBIs. He has played in part-time duty, a fairly even split with the rookie Andy Pafko. 1-0 pitch coming from Walters. Happ swings and misses, 1-1. Sinker misses down and away. So again, this is the last Saturday of the regular season. Tomorrow, the final day of the regular season. And we will basically broadcast any game that has relevance as to who makes the playoffs. We're not going to worry about the Red Sox and Tigers, who gets home field, or that we're not going to try to stretch it out. But, you know, the Mets and the Dodgers, if the Cubs lose today and the Cardinals win, you know, those games, we'll kind of do them in order. You know, I would probably do the Cubs game first because the Cubs win in that scenario. It would still clinch for them. Well, like the Mets and Dodgers both win today. Both the Mets and Dodgers games have to be played on the last day of the season. So it'll be a busy. It'll probably take me a few days of real life time to get through all the games that will need to be played on the last day of the season. But we'll see. That depends on results that go on, not just in this game, but in the sim background. We will keep up to date on all those games, along with the crawl at the bottom of the screen. 0-2 the count here as Walters works to Javi Baez. Swung on and missed. Fools him badly with the curveball, and the side is retired. So Walters picks up the strikeout to get out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the second here at Crosley. Cubs nothing. Reds nothing. So here's Griffey. 294, 17 homers, 51 RBIs. Griffey has had a very nice season.
Griffey.
Pitch fastball from Jenkins is fouled off. Eagle to sinker. Griffey fouls it off, and he's in an 0-2 hole quickly here. outside. It's 1-2. Slider. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. Baez has it. Throws to first. There's one away.
That is good. The right fielder, number 2.
So here's Ival Goodman, 279, 24 homers on the year for Goodman. Who's become a solid producer for these Reds. Fastball misses up high. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Jenkins delivers. Fastball misses away. 2-1 the count. Fastball. It's up high. 3-1. That one's pulled down. Count goes full. Three-two offering from Jenkins. Fastball misses outside, ball 4. So Goodman works the 1-out walk. And that will bring up the man who's had a very difficult season, Ernie Lombardi. Both these teams' catchers have struggled. Gabby Hartnett has not had a good season either for the Cubs. Lombardi's batting only .218. 20 homers, though. 52 RBI. Lombardi earned the Gold Glove a year ago. Ground ball down to third. This has double play potential. Santo to Baez on to Cavaretta. 5-4-3 double play, and the side is retired. So Jenkins gets the ground ball he was looking for. And a tailor-made double play ball there. Ends the second. We'll head to the top of the third at Crosley. Cubs nothing, Reds nothing.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Gabby.
Here's Gabby Hartnett. Hartnett, 212, 18 homers, 49 RBIs. Sinker in for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground ball down to first. McCormick waits for the hop. Takes it to the bag himself, and there's one away.
Batting up, the shortstop, number 56.
So that will bring up Bill Dowling. The shortstop, 236, 9 homers, 32 runs batted in for Dowling. He missed a good portion of the season with injury. He was hurt. I think it was about a week into the season, actually. Cubs brought up rookie Joe Tinker. Tinker did not produce. He ended up going back down to the minors once Dowling returned. Woody English has been up as the backup shortstop since then. They try to get Tinker at bats to get him to the level they think Joe Tinker can produce at. 2-1 the count here as Walters works to Dowling. Slider misses away. It's 3-1. Super there is fouled off. Three-two pitch. Breaking ball gets away. Lombardi's going to pounce on it. And the runner is going to get to first.
Now batting, number
Ball
0.
4. Hesitated there for a minute when Lombardi was taking his sweet time. So 1 out man on first. Here's Bill Lang. Lang is 0 for 1. Curveball is in for a call and strike. This from the set. Delivers. Another call and strike. The 2 straight breaking balls right in there from Bucky Walters. Here's Bill Lang. Popped up. Cormick puts it away for out number 2.
The batter, number 44.
Here's Cavaretta. He's 0 for 1. Struck out in the first. Walters deals. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. Cavaretta cooled off. He was up in the 290s earlier on this season. 0-1 pitch. Walters misses away. It's 1-1. Throw over to first. Gowan dives back in. Another throw over. Gets back in again. Very much looking forward to this 4th FSBL postseason. It's going to be an interesting one. Your presumed foregone conclusion are Yankees, A's in the ALCS, Phillies, Giants in the NLCS. I think at least one of those teams is going to get picked off, though. This season has that kind of feel to it. Slashed out to left. That's going to fall in front of Griffey for a base hit. Runner will hold at second. But now there's 2 men on, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. And that will bring up Stan Hack. Hack is 0 for 1. Slider there, misses away. One-0 pitch. Line shot. Snared by Concepcion, and the side is retired. So Concepcion snares it. That looked like it might get into center and get the Cubbies on the board. Instead, they are turned aside. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Cubs and Reds scoreless. Here is Dave Concepcion at 247.
The shortstop, number 13.
Shot there right down to Santo, who kicks it for out number 1.
The second baseman.
Concepcion hit that ball hard. But Santo snares it. Here's Ben McPhee, 240. 12 homers, 39 RBIs. You can see this Reds lineup is not full of the ton of offensive thunder. Steals, fastball misses inside. Popped up. Baez makes the play for out number 2.
Now batting, number 26.
Here's Amos Otis as the order rolls over. Otis 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Steals. Otis smacks it down to first, right at Cavaretta. 2-hopper. He'll take it to the bag himself. and the side is retired. So the Reds kind of approaching things that they've got a plan to catch. We'll head to the top of the fourth, a third of the way through here at Crosley. Cubs nothing, Reds nothing. So Bucky Walters gets back to work here, and he will face the rookie, Bill Nicholson. Nicholson, low average, but 39 homers have really changed the complexion of this Cubs offense. Cubs, by no means a great offense yet, but their pitching has been good enough. The offense has been good enough in the mediocre National League Central this year. And the Cubs have gotten virtually no output from the corner outfield position for the first 3 years of the NFL. Slider there, and this is down and away. It's 2-0. Mets have struck first in New York. They lead the Expos 2-0. And the Mets and Dodgers tied for the second wild card spot. Ron Santo waiting on deck. Dodgers don't play till late this evening against the Rockies. Fastball misses up high. It's a 4-pitch walk, and Walters issues the free pass to Nicholson. That'll bring up Ron Santo. Santo grounded out his first time up. First pitch sinker there. Santo dribbles it foul. Ground ball through the right-hand side. There's a base hit. Runner will hold at second. But the Cubs have the first two batters on here in the top of the fourth. Number 1-0. Ian Happ. Happ walked his first time up. The ball there. Here's the ball and strike. One and two, the count. Here's the 1-2 offering from Walters. Happ lines it out to center field. That'll be snared, though. Runner's going to tag up. Good strong throw in the third, but it goes offline. Nicholson takes third. He tags up. Amos Otis's throw a bit offline there. Runners at the corners. One away. Here's Javi Baez. Baez struck out his first time up. Slider there. Swung on and missed. One and one the count. And this is down and away. Two 2-1 pitch. Fastball's in there for a called strike. It's 2-2. Field. This is outside. Count goes full. Gabby Hartnett waits on deck. Someone who's had as miserable a season as Hartnett as he would love to come through with a big hit here in this potential clincher. 3-2 pitch. Baez fouls off the slider. Three-two pitch. Swatted to the right-hand side. This might be two. McPhee to Concepcion on the first. 4-6-3 double play. Baez doesn't believe it. The ump says too bad. 4-6-3 double play, and the Cubs are turned aside here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth at Crosley, still scoreless.
Leading off for the Reds, the third baseman, T. Rose.
So here's Rose. He's 1 for 1. He takes a fastball up high. 1-0 the count. Jenkins delivers, misses up high again. 2 pitches, both out of the zone to Rose. Jenkins paces the back of the mound, tries to calm himself down a little bit. Fastball misses down and in, 3-0. Frank McCormick waits on deck. Jenkins deals. There's a strike. Pretty pumping fastball to me. It sets up away. Fly ball. Rose hit this one pretty well to center. Back at the edge of the warning track. Bill Lang puts it away. Rose put a charge into that one to the deepest part of the yard. But Lang makes the grab for out number 1. Here's McCormick. He flew out his first time. That ball's a ball and strike. Ball. This is down and away, 1-1. Again, he's fighting himself, trying to keep himself calm here. Popped up on the infield. Baez waves everybody off on the edge of the infield dirt, puts it away. For out number 2.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, George.
So that will bring up Foster. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Foster went 0 for 4 in the series opener yesterday. Reds have been very aggressive here against Jenkins. 2 outs in the 4th inning. They have only seen 36 pitches. Fastball there, borderline. Jenkins doesn't get the ball. It goes to 2-0. Tigers and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks' tragic number is 1 in the wild card race. They try to stay alive. Tigers, again, trying to get home field advantage against the Red Sox for the wild card game in the American League. Braves scoreless in Miami against the Marlins. Again, a win by the Braves would have locked up the home field advantage in the National League wild card game for Atlanta. The Mets still holding on to that 2-0 lead against Montreal. Mets and Dodgers tied for the second wild card spot. The Dodgers play late this evening against the Rockies. Full count offering from Jenkins to Foster. Fastball misses up high for ball 4. So Foster gets the 2-out walk. Now Jenkins will deal with Ken Griffey Sr. Griffey grounded out his first time up. First pitch fastball right down the middle. Jenkins throwing a ton of straight fastballs here at this point. Another misses up and in. 1-1 the count. Popped up on the infield. Everybody waving. Bill Dallin ultimately says he's got it behind the mound. And the side is retired. So we stay scoreless here at Crosley Field in Cincinnati. The Cubs looking to clinch their first playoff berth and the NL Central title. We're scoreless as we head to the fifth. So here's Hartnett. He is 0 for 1. Again, we talk about the Cubs clinching. It is not a foregone conclusion. Cardinals 2 games back, 2 games left to play. Cubs lost today. If the Cardinals are able to beat the Phillies, well, we'll get back to that in a minute because Gabby Hartnett just gave the Cubs hope. We talked last half inning about how big it would be for Hartnett, who has had a miserable season, to come up big here in the potential clincher, and he does it to break the scoreless tie. 19th homer of the year for Gabby Hartnett. He takes Bucky Walters deep, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fifth. Greeted there by Bill Dallin, and Gabby Hartnett unloads on that one, and he knew it. Hartnett with a no-doubter to center, 445. Hartnett absolutely tattooed that ball. 1-0 Cubbies.
Number 56.
Bill Dallin takes a slider inside. Dallin walked his first time up. So we said that about Hartnett coming up with the big hit last inning, and then Baez hit it in the double play, and Hartnett never got the opportunity. Ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit for Dallin. Cubs going to try to see if they can build on the Hartnett homer and get some extra here in the fifth. Nope, decided they didn't want to show us that replay. How about that? Here's Bill Lang. Lang is 0 for 2. Sinker misses down low. Lang has popped out twice. Ground ball. Oh, so playing up the middle, but it's fielded in front of the bag. The runner was going. No play at second. They get the out at first. Bid McPhee right there. Dallin, who runs well, was off on the pitch. We'll take a quick look at that replay. You'll see the runner is going. So McPhee moves over to the bag, and he feels this shot up the middle, but he fields it a little bit in front of the base. McPhee probably could have tried to go back to step at second, but he takes the shore out. One away. Runner at second. Here's Phil Cavaretta. Danny Lester, this is a game where only one run will decide the game. We'll see. We will see. I'm not sure. I think there'll be a little bit more here. I think that the Cubbies may start getting the Walters here a little bit, but we'll see. The Red Sox have struck in the bottom of the second against the Rays. Reggie Smith has gone deep there to give the Red Sox the lead. Again, the Red Sox trying to secure home field advantage for the wild card game against the Tigers. Two and one the count. Walters deals. Sinker swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Misses away. Full count offering here. Coming up. 1 out. Cavaretta. Hack waits on deck. 3-2 pitch. Cavaretta fouls it off. The Cardinals have struck for a 3 spot in the bottom of the second in St. Louis. Johnny Mize, his 44th homer of the year. Oh my goodness, strike 3 called against Cavaretta. Cavaretta has gone down twice, and both times he has not been happy with that third strike call. First one he thought was low, that one he thought was outside. He's grabbed the seat both times. 2 down, runner at second. Here's Hack. Lashes this one in the left. That's a base hit. Griffey comes up throwing. Runner's coming around. Here's a play at the plate. Throw a little bit up the first base line. It's not in time. Bill Dallin comes around to score. It's an RBI single for Stan Hack. And the Cubs extend their lead. It's now 2-0 Chicago. So as news of the Cardinals taking the lead against the Phillies comes across, the Cubs extend their lead, trying to make the Cardinals result a moot point. Magic number is 1 for Chicago. First pitch strike to Nicholson. Misses down and in. 1-1 the count. Ball strike at the knee. One-two pitch. Curveball misses inside. It's 2-2. Slider there down low. Wilson dribbles it foul. Lucky Walters at 86 pitches here in the top of the 5th. Wilson fouls off another. Walters lacking that put-away pitcher. Everyone except Cavaretta. 2-2 the count. Walters fields. Slider down and in. Count goes full. Santo waits on deck for Chicago. And Nicholson deep to center field. Way back, and it's out of here. 2-run homer, Bill Nicholson, number 40 for the rookie. A bomb to dead center, and the Cubs have blown it open here at Crosley. 4-0 Cubbies, and they can taste it now. The division title and their first FSBL postseason berth. What a rookie campaign for Nicholson. The low average, but the power has just infused this Cubs offense. 2-run jack for Nicholson, 4-0 Chicago. Here's Ron Santo. Santo is 1 for 2.
The third baseman, Ron.
Cole just foul outside third. Walters delivers. Curveball misses outside. 15 outs between the Cubs and the postseason. Ground ball. Diving stop. Nice play, Bid McPhee. He takes a hit away from Santo. And the side is retired. Nice pick there by Bid McPhee. Uniform glitch notwithstanding. Midway through, forgive the speech impediment, at Crosley Field. Cubs 4, Reds nothing. So now Fergie Jenkins throwing blanks to this point. Has a 4-run lead to work with. Here's Ival Goodman. He walked his first time up. So to answer your earlier question, Nathaniel, no, 1 run will not decide it. Fouled off. The count goes to 0-2. James says, well, it could if it ends up 5-4. Well, I mean, sure. Valid. But he said, only a run will decide the game. So that's true. That's true. A one-run difference. We can go with the alternate meaning. Although that is not what he meant. But that's all right. We're arguing semantics. 0-2 the count here as Jenkins works the good. There is no other stadium in the game. I know, Jamie, I know. There's no other stadium in the game where the cloud hazy cover does like it does here at Crosley. Deep drive here to left. That's off the base of the wall. Extra bases. Happ fields it nicely. His throw misses the cutoff man, and that's going to let the runner go into third. So they're going to give Goodman. They're calling that a triple. That's really not a triple. That's a double and a throwing error. But Val Goodman, regardless, stands on third. So now that Jamie has thrown the 5-4 game into the atmosphere, the Cubs are going to, the Reds are going to try to strike for it here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's Ernie Lombardi. Sinker misses down low. Ball there is fouled off. Two days left in the season. Counting today. There's only one 20-game winner. He has 26, and that is lefty Grove. Grove does a remarkable campaign. Ground ball here to first. Cavaretta takes it to the bag himself. For out number one. But that gets Goodman home, and the Reds are on the board. It's now a 4-1 ball game. So here's Concepcion. He lined out his first time up. Jenkins delivers fastball on the inside corner. Pop, shallow right. Baez goes out, reels it in for out number two.
The batter, number 0.
So here's McPhee. He's 0 for 1. He popped out back in the third. That's called. Is called strike. 0-1 pitch from Jenkins. That one is pulled out to left and hit well. Happ's going back. That's going to be a one-hopper off the wall. McPhee around first. Happ plays it perfectly, but the throw in the second will not be in time. Bid McPhee has his 22nd double of the season. Playing the light-hitting McPhee shallow, he puts one over the head of Ian Happ. 2 outs, runner on second, order turns over. Here's Amos Otis. Otis is 0 for 2. Hold, just foul outside third. Oh, and 1 the count. My favorite Fergie Jenkins note is that back when I used to post occasionally about this on Twitter, Fergie Jenkins liked to post a tweet that I did because he had a really good performance in a Cubs game, and I mentioned Fergie Jenkins, throws a 2-hitter or whatever it was. And Fergie Jenkins' official Twitter account liked my post. I was like, that's just incredibly cool. Skied here, deep to left. Happ going back. He's looking up. And it's out of here. Home run, Amos Otis, his 16th of the season. And the Reds trying to make things difficult here on the Cubs. Otis goes yard, and it is now a one-run ball game. And if the Cubs blow this, they'll blame Jamie. Deep shot by Otis just kept on carrying, and all Hap could do was watch. So now it's a 4-3 Cubs lead. Here's Pete Rose. He takes a slider up high. Ball's the called strike. And yes, Jamie, your question about Jenkins, I might have even been 6 straight 20-win seasons. He had a very nice run there. I guess it was probably 68 onward. 67, 68. Deep drive here to right. Nicholson goes back. It's over his head. And Rose has a second ground rule double of the game. Nicholson looked like he had that lined up, and he's unable to come up with it. And now the Reds have the tying run on second. Here's McCormick, and we're going to see if there's bullpen action going for the Cubbies. Slider in for a called strike. This would be an absolute just brutal game for the Cubs to let slip away. You still hold the lead, though. McCormick skies it to left. Hap coming on. He's there, puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Reds strike for 3. Not the Cubs, the Reds. Amos Otis goes yard. We're through 5 here at Crosley. Cubs 4, Reds 3 as we head to the 6th.
Your attention, please.
So Bucky Walters' day is done. Here's Jeff Brantley, 0-3, a 3.55 ERA in 27 appearances for Brantley. Walters far from stellar here today. Brantley will face Ian Happ. Happ is 0 for 1. He also walked. Take a look at the final line for Bucky Walters. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He will wrap up the season with a 4.2 earned run average. So the Cubs get 4 in the top of the 5th. The Reds answer with a 3 spot in the bottom half. In Miami, Greg Maddux and Sandy Alcantara locked in a scoreless ball game. Mets continue to lead the Expos 2-0. Norm Charlton, the lefty, throwing out in the Reds' bullpen. Brewers over the Pirates, both teams since eliminated. Dodgers and Rockies late tonight in Colorado. Dodgers very intently watching that Mets ball game. One pitch. This is down and away. It's 2-1. The deals. Right up the middle. Brantley's self-defense. That ball maybe even nicked Brantley's glove heading into center, but Ian Happ opens up the top of the 6th with a line shot single into center as the Cubs look to get some insurance runs after letting them slip away in the last half inning. Here's Javi Baez. He's 0 for 2. Fastball is a called strike. Baez has struck out and grounded out. He's 4 in yesterday's ball game. Brantley deals. Good splitter there. Baez swings over it. The count goes to 0-2. Brantley deals. Baez fouls it off. 0-2 the count. Brantley delivers. Good slider there. Baez is fanned for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher.
So Brantley whiffs Baez. That'll bring up Gabby Hartnett. Hartnett got the scoring started last inning with a home run. We'll see that here. An absolute blast off the bat of Gabby Hartnett. A no doubter. Hartnett is 1 for 2. Fastball there, misses up high. And Daniel says Baez got into some trouble today. Yes, he has. Hit into that double play earlier. Whiffs there. Fastball down the middle. It's 1-1. He delivers. Hartnett fouls it off. Brantley's pitch. Gets him with the slider. So down goes Hartnett. Second strikeout of the inning for Brantley. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 6th.
Number 56.
So that'll bring up Bill Dallin. Dallin is 1 for 1. First pitch fastball is a strike. Singled and scored. He's also walked. Splitter there, misses outside. 1-1 offering coming from Jeff Brantley. Fouled off, and the count goes to 1-2. Brantley from the set. Delivers. And a deep shot, Bill Dallin, the 9-hitter, goes yard. 2-run jack, and the Cubs have extended their lead back to 3. 10th homer of the year for Bill Dallin. He takes Jeff Brantley deep, and the Cubs are back up 6-3. I'll tell you, the 3 homers for the Cubbies have been no doubters. Bill Dallin, the number 9 hitter, is 10th of the year. Slider hangs down the middle, and Dallin hangs it over the center field wall. So the Cubs extend their lead back up to 3. The order turns over. Here's Bill Lang. Bad Bill, yes. Yes, bad Bill Dallin. Dallin was hurt. I don't think it was opening day, but it was like the first week of the season this year. He missed a good portion of the year. He probably missed close to 2 months, if I remember right. He tattooed that ball from Brantley. Brantley now trying to bounce back. He's ahead of Lang here, 0-2. Ground ball to short. Concepcion on the backhand. Throws the first, and the side is retired. But the 2-run jack from bad Bill Dallin gets the Cubs back up by 3. 6-3 Chicago as we head to the bottom of the 6th. So Fergie Jenkins at 69 pitches will start the bottom of the 6th. Potentially with a short leash, having given up 3 runs in the last half of the inning. Or in the bottom of the 5th, I should say. Here's Foster. He's 0 for 1. He's also walked. First pitch fastball from Jenkins is a called strike. delivers. Sinker is a called strike with 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Jenkins, that's the first strikeout for Fergie.
Now batting, left fielder, Ken Griffey.
Goes up in the zone for Foster. Out of the zone, rather. Foster swings and misses. So one away. Here's Ken Griffey Sr. He's 0 for 2. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. One of your willing suspension of disbeliefs in a project like this is that Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. are both in the league at the same time, and Jr. is actually, because Griffey wasn't in the initial roster, Jr. is actually a year older than Sr. in the FSBL.
Now batting, number 2.
Sr. lines the single here into left field. That'll bring up Ival Goodman. Goodman is 1 for 1. The Red Sox have opened up their lead over the Rays to 5-0 in the third in Boston, as Boston looks to get a leg up on the Tigers for that home field advantage in the American League wild card game. One-0 pitch from Jenkins. Line shot to left. There's a base hit. So the Reds now have 2 men on with 1 out. Throw almost gets away from Santo, but he picked it. And the Reds will get the tying run to the plate. Not coming easy here for Chicago. Here's Ernie Lombardi. Lombardi is 0 for 2. Ball is clearly carrying out to left center and center. Lombardi has grounded out twice. Cardinals continue to lead the Phillies 3-0 in St. Louis on the strength of Johnny Mize' 44th home run of the season. Back to Tigers yet to get underway. Randy Johnson and Schoolboy Road, the matchup there. That Braves Marlins game in Miami is now scoreless in the 6th. Maddox and Alcantara locked up in a good one there as Jenkins picked up his 2nd strikeout. Expos are now on the board at Shea. J.D. Martinez is in his 26th homer of the year for the Expos. That's now a 2-1 Mets lead. Dodgers watching that Mets game intently before they play the Rockies late tonight. And Mets and Dodgers tied for the 2nd wild card. One more day remaining after this one in the regular season for year 4. 1-0 breaking ball misses outside. From Jenkins. Concepcion. High fly ball to center, but Bill Lang is underneath it, puts it away, and the side is retired. Jenkins gets out of trouble. So the Cubs now 9 outs away from a division title in their first FSBL playoff berth. We head to the 7th, 6-3 Cubs. Here's Johnny Cueto, 4-11, a 4.73 ERA in 24 appearances. For the Reds, Cueto was in the rotation, got bounced from the rotation. Pitched a bit better out of the bullpen. Here's Cavaretta. He's 1 for 3. He singled back in the 3rd. Cueto's fastball rides outside. It's 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 cutter. This is inside. Two and one the count. Cueto deals. There's a line shot to second. McPhee snares it for out number 1.
Stan Hack.
So here's Stan Hack. Hack is 1 for 3. He's got a single. He drove in a run. He also scored. Hopped up, foul ground. Rose coming on. It's going to hang up for him. Rose puts it away for the second out. Here in the top of the 7th. 5 pitches to get 2 outs from Johnny Cueto. That will bring up Bill Nicholson back in the 6th. And it's it says Nicholson, and it's going to show the Bill Dowling home run. Nicholson yielding some of his airtime. There's the Dowling homer. But it's Nicholson who's up at the plate, not Dowling. Our guy's in the truck. Somebody just got fired. Fastball misses away. You had one job, highlight guy. Cueto deal. Fastball up high. Nicholson chasing. One offering from Cueto. Change up at the knees. It's 1-2. One's fouled off. Slider rides inside. It's 2-2. Cueto delivers again. Fastball just down and in. Borderline pitch. Doesn't get the call. The count goes full. Cueto delivers. Fastball misses up and away for ball 4. So Nicholson is on with the 2-out walk. And that will bring up Ron Santo. Santo 1 for 3. He's singled back in the 4th. Santo deep to left field, but he hooked it and he knows it. Santo tattooed that ball, but got just out in front of it. Didn't miss making this an 8-3 game by much. Fastball rides inside. That leaderboard, your top 5 in homers in the American League, all in the 40s, and they're all either Yankees or Oakland A's. Wicked slider there from Cueto. Santo goes fishing, reels in nothing. The count goes to 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Cueto fans Santo. Then the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time here at Crosley. Cubs 6, Reds 3 as we head to the bottom half. Fergie Jenkins at 82 pitches starts the bottom of the 7th. Just want to make sure the Cubs have bullpen action going, and they do. Hitler and Sutcliffe, but I feel like they should have a left. They have a couple.
Number 0.
And sit. Kidrow's only thrown 2 2/3 innings, so he's just never called. He hasn't pitched. Sutcliffe is actually rated better. We're going to sit Kidrow down. We're going to let Larry French warm. Oh, French had already warmed up. Okay, so they have a lefty. They have a lefty set already, just in case Jenkins gets into trouble here. So here's Bid McPhee. McPhee is 1 for 2. Takes a fastball for a called strike. French is warm. Sutcliffe just getting started throwing for the Cubs. 9 outs away from a division title. Fastball misses down low. Fly ball slicing towards right field. Nicholson ranges over. He's there, puts it away for out number 1. Haven't seen our good friend Tex Aggs in a while. Tex is our resident Cubs fan. Here's Amos Otis. Otis 1 for 3. 2-run homer back in the 5th. Fastball is a ball strike. Fouled that one off, and the count goes to 0-2. You see Fergie's pitch count. Those early pitch counts really helped him out a lot. The Reds were rushing through this ball game as Otis scorches a single into center. 1 out, base hit for Amos Otis. So that'll bring up Rose. Rose is 2 for 3. Throw over to first. How's the rest of the... It's 2 righties after Rose. Right, we're gonna give Jenkins... We're gonna give Jenkins another base runner. Curveball is in for a ball strike. Field. That fork ball is in for a called strike there. He's ahead of Rose here, 0-2. Cubs would love if Jenkins can get them through this 7th. 0-2 pitch. Rose slashes it foul. 10 action going for the Reds. So the Cubbies on the other side of the 9th. 0-2 pitch. Rose, line shot. That's going to be a base hit. Rose's 3rd hit of the game. Lang cuts it off. It's a single for Rose, who holds at first. But the runner goes to 3rd. Runner is at the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. The Reds not going meekly into the night. We'll give them that. And that's going to be the end for Fergie Jenkins. So Jenkins gets them to 2 outs in the 7th. Now, it's going to be the Cubs bullpen that's going to take it over. We'll see who gets the nod here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
It's going to be Don Elston, actually. So Elston, I guess, had warmed up before. 2-1, a 2.4 earned run average in 60 appearances for Elston. He has had a terrific season. Elston comes on here to try to get the Cubs. Sorry, it's 1 out, not 2. Elston trying to get the Cubs through this bottom of the 7th. McCormick is the tying run. He's 0 for 3. Curveball misses down and in. Reds trying to play spoiler for their division run. Another division rival, the Cardinals, would greatly appreciate. Fastball misses up high. Red Sox continue to lead the Rays 5-0 in the 4th in Boston. Smith has homered in that one for the Sox. Ground ball through the right side, base hit, a run will score. It's an RBI single. Rose will hold at 2nd, but it's now a 6-4 Cubs lead. RBI single for Frank McCormick, and the Reds are within 2. That one down and in. McCormick just shoots it through the right-hand side. Here's George Foster. Foster is now the lead run. Fastball there is fouled off. Suddenly, things seeming a bit tenuous here for the Cubbies. That 1 run is creeping back. No joke. No joke, Davey. Blame you for this. Knuckler there from Elston, and he gets Foster, and he's ahead of him 0-2. Cardinals still up 3-0 in St. Louis. Elston deals. Foster, fly ball to right. Nicholson drifts, he's under it. Puts it away for the second out. Rose will not try to tag. Nets still up 2-1 on the Expos. Braves still scoreless with the Marlins down in Miami. Here's Ken Griffey. Griffey is 1 for 3. Ball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Elston from the set. Delivers fastball. Griffey swings and misses, and the count goes to 0-2. The tying runs are on base for the Reds. Cubs need 7 more outs for a division title. Griffey, ground ball to short. Dowling has it, flips to Baez for the force, and the side is retired. So Frank McCormick's RBI single gets the Reds within 2, but the Cubs hold them there. Good work by Don Elston. We'll head to the top of the 8th here at Crosley. Cubs 6, Reds 4. So here's Ian Happ, Johnny Cueto.
The left fielder.
Cueto did a decent job. We'll give Cueto a base runner here for the Reds. Fastball misses down and away. 24,524 here at Crosby. Line shot out to left. That's going to get down in front of Griffey for a base hit. So Ian Happ starts off the top of the 8th with a single to left field.
Now batting, second baseman, Javier.
That will bring up Javi Baez. What's the Red situation right now? Charlton and Shaw. Alrighty. Jeff Shaw gets the call.
Your attention, please.
So Shaw will come on 2-8, a 3.56 ERA, respectable, if not spectacular. That 2-8 mark. But you know, he has faced some tough luck in tie ball games or close ball games. 57 appearances for Shaw. High fly ball to center, drifting over is Otis. Underneath it, puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Gabby Hartnett.
So that will bring up Hartnett back in the 5th. Hartnett absolutely tattooed a bomb of a homer. Shaw deals. Hartnett deep to left field. And Hartnett does it again. His 2nd home run of the game. Oh my goodness. Gabby Hartnett. His 20th home run of the season. And what has been a miserable year for Hartnett. But he has come through in a big, big way here for the Cubbies. It's a 5-run lead. Hartnett goes yard with a 2-run jack. And it's 8-3 Chicago. That ball was hooking. It was just a matter if it would stay fair. And it does. Hartnett goes yard. Sorry, 8-4, not 8-3. Apologies. Got the Reds that picked up a run last half inning. The McCormick single. Here's Bill Dowling. Dowling 2 for 2. He has gone deep in this one. The ball flying out of Crosley pretty well here today. Mostly for the Cubbies. Splitter down low. So the Cubs with the lead back up to 4. Fastball misses up high. Phillies are on the board now. That's a 3-1 game in St. Louis. Gary Maddox is hit his first homer of the year for the Phillies. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Down he goes. Shaw picks up the strikeout. There's 2 away.
The batter, number 0.
Mets have added another RBI for Darryl Strawberry, so the Mets have built up now a 3-1 lead on the Expos. And the Dodgers don't play till late tonight against the Rockies. Clayton Kershaw, who's had a rough go for LA this year, against Jeff Francis. And Mets and Dodgers tied for the second wild card. Fastball misses down low. This is the second to last day of the season. Game 161. Slider misses away. It's 2-1. Shaw deals. Shot, base hit in the right, past the diving McCormick. So Shaw has come in and not done much of anything, other than let the Cubs blister the ball around the ballpark. Good job there by Lang. So that'll bring up Cavaretta, but he is not going to face Shaw here. Charlton is ready. Warm up Johnny Franco. Bring in Norm Charlton. For the Reds. Charlton, 6-5, a 2.76 ERA in 66 appearances. He has been, as predicted, very difficult on left-handers. So here's Phil Cavaretta. Cavaretta is 1 for 4. Splitter misses down and in. Cavaretta singled back in the third. Another throw over. It's back in ahead of the tag. Fastball is a call strike. 1-1 as Charlton works to Cavaretta. Pitch out, runner not going. Deals. That one is lined the other way and foul. Two and two the count. Slider misses down and away. Stan Hack waits on deck. Pitch misses outside, and Cavaretta draws the 2-out walk. So now it's first and second for Chicago. Here is Stan Hack. Hack is 1 for 4, a single, an RBI, and a run scored. Cubs would love to tack on more. They are 6 outs away from a division title. That one line into right field. Runner being waved around. Throw home is well up the third base line. Lang comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Stan Hack, and the Cubs have blown it open to a 5-run lead. It is 9-4 Chicago. You gotta wonder if the air has been let out of the balloon at Busch Stadium. Cardinals lead the Phillies 3-1 behind Bob Gibson, but if the Cubs win this one, that game won't mean anything. Fastball at the knees for strike one. Nicholson 1 for 2. He's walked. He's also homered. Fastball in for a called strike, and Carlton's ahead of Nicholson 0-2. Delivers. Splitter misses down and in. Here's the pitch. Nicholson! Oh my goodness! And the Cubs have blown it open. 3-run shot, Bill Nicholson, his second of the game. Crosley has become a launching pad here on this late September Saturday. And the Cubs are the ones taking advantage. 3-run homer for the rookie Bill Nicholson, trying to bolster his Rookie of the Year candidacy with a huge clutch performance here. That ball was smoked. Left center, 3-run shot Nicholson. And it is all Cubbies.
Your attention, please. Now,
so John Franco will come in for Norm Charlton, who just threw kerosene on the fire here at Crosley. Franco 2-5, a 3.67 earned run average in 33 appearances. Franco will come on to face Ron Santo.
now batting, third baseman. Whoa.
That rally happened with 2 outs for the Cubs, too. 12-4 Chicago. Barring an absolute catastrophe here for the Cubs, Chicago will make its first appearance in an FSBL postseason. Question, of course, what can the Cubs do in this National League if they make the postseason? They have a date with the 3-time National League champion and 2-time reigning World Series winning San Francisco Giants. Hartnett goes yard, Nicholson goes yard, and the Cubs lead at 12-4, 6 outs away from a division title. So Don Elston, who needed only 9 pitches to get through the end of the 7th, now will face Ival Goodman. Always fun to have a new team in, except for Cardinal fans. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah, it is. It is. I like having the change up here. Tap back to the mound. Elston throws the first, 1 away. Let's have the Twins in the postseason in the American League. I'll tell you that the Twins, what a last 5 weeks for Minnesota. Something like 27-5 or something like that since August 24th. Just a ridiculous stretch push by the Twins, who have pitched great, have gotten clutch hitting. They feel fairly well. They've just hit on all cylinders at the right time. Curveball misses down low. Sean Marshall has joined Larry French, a pair of lefties, out there in the Cubs bullpen. 8 runs, no real need to bring Lee Smith in to try to close it out. Fastball misses down low. And that's a crazy record. Yeah, the Twins just went absolutely bonkers. Well, the big thing for the Twins in September, they swept the A's, which just doesn't happen. But they also won all 6 matchups against the Tigers in September. On back-to-back weekends, they swept Detroit. That's how they overtook the Tigers for the division lead. Asking the Twins to take down the Yankees, though, is going to be a real hard ask. But, I mean, Johan Santana's had a great year. Jim Cott, Bert Blyleven, like if the pitching can give them something, I just think the Twins, I'm not sure. This great run has come at the right time, but I still just, in my heart of hearts, I have a hard time seeing the Twins getting past this Yankees team. This Yankees team is really good. They've got so much power. And they can pitch. I mean, Guidry is really good. I mean, yes, the Tigers have the best pitching staff in the American League. Has a shot to left. Happ's going back. Still going back. He's going to watch it bang off the wall. 2-out double here in the bottom of the 8th for Cincinnati off the bat of Dave Concepcion, his 29th double of the season. Add some stats here on the last weekend in a blowout. Guidry, Ford, Sabathia, Cheesebro, the Yankees can pitch too. So it's just going to be, that's a tall order for the Twins. Keep that winning play alive against that Yankee squad. Whoever wins that American League wild card game, the Red Sox or the Tigers against the A's, that's going to be a fascinating series. I mean, the A's have actually set their franchise wins record this year. They've won 112 games. They'd won 111 twice. The A's have won the American League pennant 2 of the 3 years. But, I feel a little bit better about the A's right now because the Red Sox have cooled off. The Red Sox have played well down the stretch, but over the last 10 games, they've lost 8 of 10. Round out there ends the 8th, and the Cubs are 3 outs away. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Happ, Baez, and Hartnett due up for Chicago. Franco threw only 4 pitches, so he'll stay in. Happ will turn to the right-hand side.
Number 8.
Change up is a called strike. Oldest Chapman throwing for the Reds. I mean, the Reds bullpen is honestly pretty ridiculous. But they don't have enough leads to protect if the offense doesn't score enough runs. That one is down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Griffey gets to it quickly. Throw to second. On the money, and they get Happ. Happ tries to stretch the single into the double. Griffey's throw is on the bag. And Happ is thrown away, 1 down. Here's Javi Baez. Baez is 0 for 4. Fastball misses up high. Cardinals still lead the Phillies 3-1, although that game now seems like it is going to prove moot. The Cubs win would eliminate the Cardinals. Wow, Braves and Marlins still scoreless in the 8th. Again, the Braves are assured of a playoff berth. But they need either a win or the Mets or Dodgers to fall out of it. To clinch home field advantage in that wild card game. Screwball there from Franco misses. It's a 1-out walk. Here's Gabby Hartnett. Hartnett has gone deep not once but twice. The Cubs have gotten 2 homers from Nicholson, 2 homers from Hartnett. Homer from Bad Bill Dowling as well. And oh my goodness, Gabby Hartnett just hit his 3rd home run of the game. It has been a torturous season for Hartnett, but if he can start producing heading into the playoffs, That is a big boost for this Cubs lineup. A 3-homer day for Gabby Hartnett. 6 home runs on the day for the Cubbies. And Chicago is headed for the postseason. I'm not sure there's even anybody left here at Crosley. Maybe somebody's out behind that center field wall who can catch that shot. What a day for Hartnett, who is getting all the accolades in that Cubs dugout. It has been just a brutal, brutal season for Gabby. But he has come through in a big way here. 14-4 Cubs.
Number 56.
Dallin puts this one out to center. Not quite the distance. Otis puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, number 0.
So here's Bill Lang. Lang is 1 for 5. Got a single and a run scored. Changeup is in for a called strike. Shot out to left. Coming on is Griffey. He's going to have to play it on the hop. So Lang with a 2-out single keeps the train rolling for the Cubs. Here's Phil Cavaretta. Cavaretta is 1 for 4. Changeup is a call and strike. Three home runs for Gabby Hartnett, 2 home runs for Bill Nicholson, a home run for Bill Dallin. Crowd here at Crosley Field that knows this Reds team has to try and turn the corner in year 5. Two outs, 1 on. Franco works to Cavaretta. Ground ball up the middle. Franco snares it. Throws to first. And the inning mercifully comes to an end for the Reds. But Gabby Hartnett smokes his 3rd homer of the game. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And the inevitable seems to be coming soon. 14-4 Cubs. Looking to clinch the NL Central. Here's Amos Otis. I don't think Don Elston should stay in for the 3rd inning, though. Got lots of arms out there.
Number 26.
Why not? We'll let Larry French come in.
Your attention, please.
Despite the platoon situation. French, 17 appearances, a 1-1 record, a 2.96 earned run average. And Larry French is going to try to get 3 more outs and get the Cubs into the playoffs. We'll start with Amos Otis. Otis is 2 for 4. First pitch swinging, grounder to second. Baez has it, and there's 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out from Larry French.
The 3rd baseman, Pete Rose.
Here comes Rose. Rose 3 for 4, a pair of doubles and a single in this one. Rose will switch over to the right-hand side. Skies this one to center. Lang is under it, and the Cubs are 1 out away.
Now batting.
So Rose is set aside, a pair of first pitch swings. Reds more than happy to accelerate the pace of this one and go grab some dinner. Here's Frank McCormick. McCormick is 1 for 4. Ground ball. Santo cuts in front. Throws the first. Ball game over, and the Cubs are postseason bound. Fergie Jenkins with the win, and the Chicago Cubs have taken their first division title their first playoff berth, and the Cubs have a postseason date with the two-time champion San Francisco Giants. Jenkins improves to 13-13. Bucky Walters takes the loss, as Jamie notes, with win with an exclamation point. No doubt about it. You can slap a couple of exclamation points on this one. And I'll tell you, if Gabby Hartnett gets the bat rolling heading into the postseason, that's a huge, huge plus for the Cubs to try to lengthen this batting order. I do not see them beating the Giants, but that's why you play the games. Walters falls to 9-14. 14 runs, 16 hits, no errors for the Cubs. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Reds. Gabby Hartnett, 3 homers, 5 RBIs, gets player of the game honors. Who else would it really be? Jenkins scatters 9 hits over 6 1/3. It was not a brilliant performance from Fergie by any stretch, but he's also taken some tough luck losses this year, so Fergie will take that and get him to the 13-13, 500 mark on the season. So, all right, so now we're going to get out of this. We're going to go check what the other results of the day were, and let's sort out what our plan is going to be for the final day of the season. So, all right, Red Sox held on to beat Tampa, 6-0 behind Pedro. Pedro dazzled there. Tigers lost to Arizona. So the Red Sox are a game up on the Tigers for the home field advantage in the wild card game in the American League. Everything else in the American League is set. In the National League, the Braves. So with that win behind Greg Maddux, well, Maddux clearly got the no decision there. That game, oh wow, that game went 13. Braves get a pair of runs. Bob Horner with an RBI, Dansby Swanson with an RBI, and the Braves pick up the win over the Marlins. So the Braves will host the wild card game. That is secured now. The Mets won, and the Dodgers put an absolute pasting on the Rockies. 19-4 LA. Good grief. That is just every starter for the Dodgers didn't just have one hit, they had 2. Dan Brothers drove in 4. Dixie Walker drove in 6. Good grief. That is a big win there for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers and Mets are tied for the second wild card entering the season. The Cardinals beat the Phillies, but to no avail. As the Cubs clinch the division, the Cardinals will miss the playoffs for the second straight year after going to the NLCS in each of the first 2 years of the FSBL. Well, so that kind of makes it seem like on the last day of the season, the only thing that we've really got to sort out is Mets and Dodgers for that second wild card spot. Mets play the Expos, David Cone against Johnny Padres. Dodgers visit the Rockies, Dazzy Vance and Jason Marquis. Both those games have to be played. Again, because they're tied on the last day of the season. So we will do the Mets game first, and then the Dodgers game. I might get both of those done tomorrow. If not, we'll do one tomorrow and do one on Wednesday, and then we'll be ready to start year 4 FSBL postseason by the weekend. Yeah, your Brewers hung in there for a while. Your Brewers didn't get eliminated till mid-September. They had a good season this year. Your Brewers pitched really well. Adding Teddy Higuera certainly helped. Higuera and Mike Caldwell were a very nice 1-2 combo for your Brewers. But with that, that'll wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Nathaniel, for tuning in. Always, always appreciated. And that'll do it. Bang the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Chicago Cubs are playoff bound, year 4. of the FSBL.